For the second part of our lesson about polynomials, we'll be discussing about multiplication and division of polynomials. Similar to the addition and subtraction of polynomials, multiplication of polynomials can also be done by writing them in two separate rows, just like how you multiply whole numbers, and then placing the products such that the like terms are in the same vertical column. We shall denote this technique as the vertical method of multiplying polynomials. Let us try to determine the product of x squared minus 2x plus 1 and 2x squared plus 3. So the very first step that you have to remember is that using the vertical method, let us arrange the polynomials in separate rows. Take note that when using the vertical method, it is more suitable to arrange the polynomials in descending powers of your variables. Step 2. Multiply the first term of your second polynomial by each term of the first polynomial, applying the laws of exponent that we discussed in our first lesson. And then write the partial product below the line given. So as you can see here, for the second polynomial, our first term is 2x squared. Multiply 2x squared to each term of our first polynomial. So 2x squared times x squared, we have 2x raised to 4. 2x squared times negative 2x, we have negative 4x cubed. 2x squared times 1, we have positive 2x squared. Step 3. Repeat the process in the step 2 to the remaining terms of the second polynomial and make sure that you align the like terms. So we will now proceed with the second term of your second polynomial, which is 3. So 3 times x squared is 3x squared. 3 times negative 2x is negative 6x. 3 times 1 is 3. So this is again your partial product. For the next step, we have to add the partial products. Take note that for the partial products that you have, make sure that all the like terms are aligned together vertically. So 2x raised to 4, we will bring it down, negative 4x cubed, plus 2x squared plus 3x squared is 5x squared, and then bring down negative 6x or minus 6x plus 3. Hence, the product of these two polynomials is 2x raised to 4 minus 4x cubed plus 5x squared minus 6x plus 3. Polynomials can also be multiplied using the horizontal method, which is done using the distributive property that is A quantity B plus C is also equal to A times B plus A times C. Considering the same example a while ago that we have, the one that we solved using the vertical method, we will apply the distributive property. So therefore we have x squared minus 2x plus 1 times 2x squared plus 3. Using distributive property, we have x squared minus 2x plus 1 times 2x squared plus x squared minus 2x plus 1 times 3. Now, we will apply again the distributive property to simplify the product. So we have 2x squared times x squared is 2x raised to 4. 2x times negative 2x is negative 4x cubed. 2x squared times 1 is 2x squared. So this is squared. And then for the next one, we have 3 times x squared is 3x squared. 3 times negative 2x is negative 6x. 3 times 1 is 3. Therefore, we have 2x raised to 4 minus 4x cubed plus 5x squared minus 6x plus 3. So that is how we multiply using horizontal method. This time, let us apply another example. Multiply 2x squared plus 3x minus 2 by x minus 3. In here, take note that if we will use the vertical method, make sure that all the like terms are aligned together. Next, multiply the first term, x, to each term of your first polynomial. So x times 2x squared is 2x cubed. x times 3x is 3x squared. X times negative 2 is negative 2x. Next, for the second term, negative 3 times 2x squared is negative 6x squared. Negative 3 times 3x is negative 9x. Negative 3 times negative 2 is positive 6. Lastly, we can now add the partial product, bringing down 2x cubed. 3x squared plus negative 6x squared is negative 3x squared. Negative 2x plus negative 9x is negative 11x, and then bring down 6. How about if we use our horizontal method in this example? So we apply the distributive property. So we have 3x squared plus 2x minus 4 times negative 2x squared minus 3x squared plus 2x minus 4 times 4x plus 3x squared plus 2x minus 4 times 3. So negative 2x squared times 3x squared is negative 6x raised to 4. Negative 2x squared times 2x is negative 4x cubed. Negative 2x squared times negative 4 is positive 8x squared. Minus 4x times 3x squared is 12x cubed. 4x times 2x is 8x squared. And 4x times negative 4 is negative 16x. Lastly, 3 times 3x squared is 9x squared. 3 times 2x is 6x. 3 times negative 4 is negative 12. We can now combine all the like terms. So we have negative 6x raised to 4 minus 4x cubed plus 8x squared minus 12x cubed minus 8x squared plus 16x plus 9x squared plus 6x minus 12. So we will have negative 6x raised to 4 minus 16x cubed plus 9x squared plus 22x minus 12. Next, for the division of polynomials, it is possible that the dividend and the divisor may not only contain a single term. When the divisor is a monomial or one term, the process is simple as every term in the divisor shall be divided by the monomial of your divisor. However, when the divisor has more than one term, the process may be a bit more complicated but is very similar to how you perform long division on whole numbers. So to begin with, divide 2x cubed minus 6x squared minus 10x by the monomial 2x. So it can be written as a fraction form as 2x cubed minus 6x squared minus 10x all over 2x. We can actually rewrite this equation so that the divisor, which is 2x, will be distributed for each term of your first polynomial. So it will become 2x cubed over 2x minus 6x squared minus 2x minus 10x over 2x. Now we will apply the laws of exponent that we discussed. So we have the following solution. So 2x cubed divided by 2x will become x raised to 3 minus 7 minus 6x squared divided by 2x. It will become negative 3x or minus 3x raised to the power of 2 minus 1. Negative 10x or 10x divided by 2x is equal to 5. Now, let us simplify. X raised to 3 minus 1 is x squared minus 3x raised to 2 minus 1 is 3x and then minus 5. So therefore, this is our quotient for that equation. Take note that the loss of exponent can be very useful when dealing with monomial divisors. However, if we have like this, we have a polynomial and a binomial, we can actually apply the long division that are basically similar to the steps in dividing whole numbers. So let us have the given example. Suppose we are asked to divide 6x squared plus x minus 12 by 2x plus 3. So the division can be performed in the following form. So we have the division sign. Inside it is the 6x squared plus x minus 12 as your dividend and 2x plus 3 as your divisor. Next, divide 6x squared, this one, which is the first term of your dividend, by 2x, which is the first term of your divisor, this will give you an answer of 3x, which is the first term of our quotient. After that, multiply the divisor by the 3x that we obtained from 6x squared plus 9x will be the product when you multiply 3x by 2x plus 3. So it will be written under the dividend with the like terms in the same vertical column. So 3x times 2x is 6x squared. 3x times 3 is 9x. After that, subtract the result in step 2 from the corresponding terms of your dividend. So x minus 9x is negative 8x. 6x squared minus 6x squared is 0. And then lastly, bring down negative 12, which is the last term or the next term of our dividend. So we now have negative 8x minus 12. We will repeat the process from the step 1 to step 3 until the remainder is 0 or until there is no remaining terms to be brought down from your dividend. So negative 8x divided by 2x is negative 4. Multiply negative 4 times 2x is negative 8x. Negative 4 times positive 3 is negative 12. Negative 8x minus 12 minus negative 8x minus 12 is 0. Therefore, the quotient that we have is 3x minus 4. Another example, divide 6x raised to 4 minus 12x cubed plus 3x squared by the monomial 3x. Just like the example a while ago, we can rewrite it as like this. Distribute the monomial to each term of your first polynomial or your dividend. It will become 6x raised to 4 all over 3x minus 12x cubed all over 3x plus 3x squared over 3x. Applying the laws of exponent, 6x raised to 4 over 3x will become 2x cubed. 12x cubed over 3x will become minus 4x squared, and 3x squared divided by 3x will become x. So therefore, the final answer is 2x cubed minus 4x squared plus x. And then, let us have this one. For the last part, determine the quotient of this problem. So we have 5x squared minus 29x minus 6 divided by 5x plus 1. So as mentioned a while ago, we divide the first term of our dividend, the first term of our divisor. So that is x. And then multiply x to our divisor. So x times 5x is 5x squared. X times 1 is x. And then we will subtract negative 29x minus x. That will give you negative 30x. 5x squared minus 5x squared is 0. And then bring down the last term, which is negative 6 or minus 6. And then we repeat the process. Negative 30x divided by 5x is negative 6. Negative 6 times 5x is negative 30x. Negative 6 times 1 is negative 6. Subtract, we have 0. So the final answer is x minus 6. So that is how we multiply and divide polynomials.